business compliances, financial information, marketing and closing sales, networking in a trade consumer environment are some of these subjects that will be covered at this year's Small Business Runway Social Expo. It takes place at the Meropa Casino on the 29th of October under the theme Digital Wealth, How to Thrive in a Digital Economy. Now, to tell us more, we're joined on Zoom by the founder of Small Business Runway, Gcina, Madonsela. Gcina, a very good morning to you. A warm welcome to Morning Live. Give us brief background into how the idea of a Small Business Runway came about and what the inspiration behind it is.
Good morning, Lebu. Thank you so much for having me. It's important to understand that Small Business Runway was founded out of frustration. So I tried to start a business many years ago, and you can imagine you're going pillar to post, and you're trying to get your compliances, you have to get your website, you have to get company profiles, and all of that costs money before you can even actually see actual sales in the business. And so I just was like, no, there has to be somewhere. There has to be either a platform or a place where small businesses, especially in their startup phases, can actually go and access some of the basics, just the building blocks for them to start their businesses. And so that is how Small Business Runway was formed. We are really just a platform where we are you can say kind of a catalyst where small businesses will come to us if they need to set up their basics, which is their just registering their company, getting their compliances sorted, starting up on their digital marketing journey, and then also looking at how we can assist them with things like your PR, marketing, etc., etc. There's quite a number of products that we offer under the umbrella. But essentially, this particular event is where we're now saying, how do we now extend the reach to, our communities outside of mainstream, kind of the forgotten, our townships? How do we make sure that we get people to get educated about the basics of finances, about the basics of digital marketing? How do we encourage then people to make sales in their business? How do we facilitate some of these transactions for them so that they can make money and of course then build a sustainable economy. So to do that, we've got an amazing lineup of guests who are all there to add value into this conversation about how do we build our businesses, especially in the world of this 4IR. We're talking digital, the digital economy, we're talking Bitcoin, all of those things. How do we then make sure that now this we tie everything together and we simplify it as much as possible so that the ordinary SME or entrepreneur can actually just access this information and be able to take it home and go further and build their businesses.
And Gcina, what are some of the common mistakes that small business owners or entrepreneurs making when they're starting out? Gcina, can you hear me?
Or from a hobby, or for trying to fulfill some kind of a need or gap in the market. And then you find yourself as the founder doing everything. You are the salesperson, you are the operations, you are the face of the business, you are doing the social media marketing, and you still have to service customers. And so I find a lot of the time that we end up being so overwhelmed with all the processes. We aren't able to deal with everything. We are, because we're doing so much, there's a lot of kind of, service delivery issues, or how do I say, you're not able to deliver, or client service is not the best. I think that's one of the biggest challenges that small businesses are facing. And besides that, just then a knowledge, just the lack of knowledge. How do I manage my finances? If 100 Rand is coming in, how do I, it's not for me to spend. How do I make that 100 Rand and turn it into 200 Rand, 300 Rand, etc., etc.? How do we, keep cash flow in the business, and things like that? I think those, for me, the top two, kind of challenges that small businesses, I can say, are facing.
And I want to talk about digital wealth. Why is that such a significant theme, given the time that we're in and the space that businesses are finding themselves having to operate in? Because that's where we're going, digital.
Yes. So we're finding this new age of like different ways of making money online. We're seeing a lot of podcasts coming up. We're seeing a lot of people make money from platforms like YouTube. We're seeing a lot of young people just tap into the space of, also running digital marketing companies, because essentially that is where the world is. That's where the consumer's attention is. And we kind of are saying we can't ignore that. Even big business is now realizing that they have to direct some of the budget into, digital marketing campaigns, as opposed to traditional media, which we can, maybe talk about if you'd like. But I think we were trying to bring the fact that, okay, small businesses are there, they're existing, but we cannot afford to not capitalize on the digital space, because it's the most accessible. It's the most kind of in terms of cost, it's the most cost effective. And so how do we build our businesses as entrepreneurs using this platform, using the opportunities in the digital space, so that we can grow?
Gcina, give us details again. When do you start? When is it happening?
Okay, so it's all happening next week, Saturday, on the 29th of October. It is happening in Polokwane at Meropa Casino. And we are in a very amazing partnership with Dido Digital, as well as IT Varsity, who are some of the companies that have come on board to say, okay, we want to help these conversations go on. We want to help you try and facilitate some of these transactions, things like that. So basically, it is the main overall topic is digital wealth. We've got speakers like, the award-winning PR and marketing maven, Emmanuel Bunoko, who knows a lot about, obviously, digital marketing. We've got Owami Nichua Zauru, who is a fantastic entertainment blogger with over 65 million views on YouTube. So, and then we've also got, Thabo Khole, who is an admitted attorney, and he's from the University of Limpopo. To actually, he's coming in actually from the side of how do we actually protect our intellectual property online, and how do we make sure that we are copyright compliant, and we are able to patent our ideas. And so it's going to be an amazing event. It's from 9 a.m. up until 3 p.m. It is a combination of, workshopping these challenges that small businesses are facing, as well as then having an exhibition. So there'll be amazing stalls on display. People will be out there marketing their businesses, selling their products, selling their services, and really just networking with each other. And of course, us as a platform are there to try and facilitate as much of the business as possible. So we do encourage anybody who's interested to just come through. Even if you're not there to exhibit, just come and see what is on offer. Come and see what other small businesses are doing. And even some of your competitors might be there. You can get some ideas. But most importantly, let us just try and network and generate leads for our business, and be able to have the conversations, even the uncomfortable conversations, so that we can then start to build and grow the small business ecosystem.
All right. Gcina Madonsela, thank you so much. Good luck with next week's event. She was speaking to us about the Small Business Runway Social Expo, which takes place at Meropa Casino on the 29th of October. It's an event for entrepreneurs, business owners to receive crucial information such as business compliance and financial information.